So this is Sam Mortley, DBS Music Plymouth, SM, MPSC 220, Immersive Audio Portfolio, parts A and B. This is all about creating. This is part B, and I'm showing you what I've done for part A, which is obviously creating the Dolby Atmos mix. I've used what I've done for this track is I've used an original composition that I've done myself on Presonus Studio One, a stereo 5.1 version of it, so left and right only, binaural. So it's not up and down, which is what one of the advantages of Dolby Atmos is, that you've got the 7.1.4 configuration, which often comprises of this configuration where it's 3 speakers at the front, 2 above. So it'd be 7 around ear level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 4 refers to the corresponds with all the speakers up high, and obviously the one is the center position. So basically, I made this original composition. I've had to translate this composition from an ADM, from a 5.1 stereo to a 7.1.4, and using the renderer to do that. So yeah, let's play this track. Not a lot going on at the moment. Okay, so yeah, these are my beds and objects. Basically, the beds are the sounds that remain in each individual speaker for the whole duration of the song, whereas objects move around. They are modulating between each speaker, panning around, and obviously I use this graph to move the positioning around, and then I've got the ear level to top. So if I want to hear the sound played above, make it sound like it's above my head, then I would just move this up like that. So the context of the mix regarding listening experience. So I think making something dense. I think Dolby Atmos works best with compositions that are dense with layering and have abrupt sounds. I think in a stereo 5.1 mix, things can be blurred and clouded due to the compactness of space. With Dolby Atmos, however, individual channels can be endlessly experimented with, as there is space isolation for each channel So everything has room to express itself, so you can mess around with EQ and phaser, modulation effects like phaser, chorus, flanger, and time-based effects, reverb, delay, etc. I think the dirty style of hip-hop percussion was given freedom to sound like that because those powerful dynamics of the kick, which you can hear. The kick is very dirty, distorted. And I think it was allowed to do that in the Dolby Atmos mix because it was isolated from potentially clashing frequencies. By keeping it isolated in terms of positioning in the mix, it allows similar frequencies to be used elsewhere without overwriting each other. There's no need for lots of corrective techniques. There's plenty of scope for creative techniques instead of corrective. There's more room for creative because you can really experiment to your heart's content because basically, like I said, there's like no clashing. The frequencies don't clash because there's more speakers to accommodate the different channels. Something interesting that I've done here, probably the flutter effect. If I solo that near the end of the song, so yeah, the flutter effect comes on now. I did lots of movement to the back with this and above. As you can see here, look, lots of panning going on there, maximizing the potential of the Dolby Atmos system. I wanted to maximize the full potential, and the use of modulation is aggressive, capitalizing on the extra speakers. It's a nice vibrato, and it's been panned to the back and top. What else is interesting? So you can see I added automation. Yeah, added lots of panning there to this object, which is basically me playing guitar, and that is the bridge. When you go beyond the bridge of the guitar, it's those extra strings on the saddle, and I was just using delay, and also there's a synthesizer noise as well in there, but I was using delay on that chimey sound. Lots of heavy panning, as you can see. Let's get the beds back up. So yeah, you can see use of automation there by using the right button. So change the reader. You can use one of these to move it real time is what I usually do, and I normally move it real time like that. So where else did I use module automation? Use drum samples. What else? So what new developments in the tech would I like to see moving forward? I would like to see well, I think the application of it in cinema is where it's most likely going to be most prominent, and it's going to be most effective, because most people just don't have the system at home, really. Most people in the public domain are not going to have a big 7.1.4 system set up in their house, so they need to make it more accessible to. There needs to be a speaker system which is more compact, and that won't take too much room up in households to really make it a popular innovation. Also, I don't know. I mean, it sort of does what it says on the tin, really, already. What would I like to see? I mean, maybe you could do maybe below the sound below me or something. Could be the sound coming from below. Could be another innovation that would top it off. I think the setup could be much easier instead of going through Dadman. I believe that could be an easier process that could be worked on. The whole like translation between stereo and the Dolby Atmos setup, I think that could be an easier transition. So yeah, that's my mix. Thank you for watching.